Intercourse. Intercourse. Good woody word. Intercourse. Intercourse. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Mississippi floods are getting outrageous. The levees are breaking everywhere. Midwest is suffering one of the biggest floods ever. And where the fuck is the goddamn help? You know, FEMA is proving once again that they're not an agency of disaster management. What are they fucking doing? FEMA is nothing more than a tool of the government for the creation of martial law. All you have to do is look up the presidential orders and you'll see for yourself. They prove their incompetence and unwillingness to do anything to help disaster recovery during the debacle of Katrina. And once again, they're showing their true colors with the floods along the Mississippi River. So, don't be surprised. I'm not. The people suffering out there in the Midwest are going to continue to suffer with no help from the government. Or, if any help does come, it'll be too fucking late because everybody will either be dead or all their fucking property will be destroyed. That's how FEMA works, folks. But you bet they'll be in there to round up the guns just like they did in New Orleans. I also see in the news that ever since Clinton dropped out of the campaign, this will be the first time she's announced that she's going to start actually campaigning with Obama to try to get him elected to president. I suppose maybe she's also trying to push herself into the front running for a VP spot. Well, remember what I told you before. I don't see her accepting any fucking number 2 position. But she got to follow orders just like everybody else. So maybe the powers that be told her, get the fuck moving and help him. So she's had to grovel, and now she's put into the cheerleader role, which is kind of funny, I think, for her, because she's Miss I'm on top of every fucking thing. So I think it's only appropriate that she be where she is. So we'll see what happens. It's still some time until the Democratic convention, and anything can happen. So don't be surprised by some major shakeups. I also see that the House of Representatives approved a so-called compromise measure for the creation of a new FISA law, in which telecom companies will get immunity for assisting the president in warrantless wiretaps in the supposed and so-called war on terror. Now, I only have a couple of things to say about this. One is that I predicted that this would happen. Look back in my videos and you'll see where I did so. And the other thing is, this proves once again what a bunch of fucks there are in Congress. That's right. 400 and some members of political fucking hacks and schmucks. And I knew that they would cave in on this issue, even though it looked like for a minute they were going to hold out and actually do the right fucking thing. Follow the Constitution and actually have the rule of law come into play. But no, of course that wasn't going to happen. I knew they were going to cave. I predicted the fuckers would cave, and now the fuckers have caved. So, thank you very much. Any of you out there who have suffered at the hands of illegal, warrantless wiretaps of your phone calls, who are involved in any potential lawsuits which amounted to billions of dollars, too fucking bad. Congress says you can't have any. And you can't do a goddamn thing about it. So, congratulations, Congress, for denuding the Constitution once again and giving the President exactly what he wants. Way to go for the people. Scott McClelland, in an appearance before Congress, says that Bush didn't know about the CIA leak. Well, I say, yeah, right. But you gotta wonder, what the fuck is up with this Scott McClelland anyway? I mean, some of the stuff he's come out with has been pretty damaging towards the president. But then on the other hand, some of it, like this, has been sort of protectionist. So I'm wondering if his entire purpose is one of disinformation, coming out and throwing out all kinds of shit left and right, so you don't know what the fuck to believe. So on the one hand, he destroys his credibility, and on the other, he raises it up, says one thing about Bush, says something else. Is that all this is an exercise in fucking propaganda? Something that he dreamed up, maybe in concert with the president, just to muddy up the waters, so everybody in the country wouldn't think Bush was a total fucking mind-numbed zombie trying to take over the country in a martial law dictatorship, destroying the Constitution piecemeal, step by step, during his entire run in office? I don't know. It's just pretty fucked up, if you ask me. I also see there's been renewed Taliban activity in Afghanistan. Well, you know, I just heard somebody on the radio today saying how we're winning in Afghanistan and we're winning in Iraq. And I say, fucking bullshit. We haven't won a goddamn thing. The country's very unstable in Afghanistan, very unstable in Iraq. But in Afghanistan particularly, here we are, 7 years into war in Afghanistan, and the Taliban is still coming out and able to take over whole fucking areas of the goddamn country. What the fuck is with that? Are we really having that great of an effect? Well, yeah, you might argue that we are, because they have made some progress. But 7 years? Let's not forget, we entered World War II in 1941. When was World War II over and the enemy's completely and totally fucking defeated? 1945. What does that tell you? Less than 5 fucking years we defeated 2 giant industrialized nations. Yeah, we had help, but it was mostly America that did it. Less than 5 years, we defeated 2 of the greatest powers of the 20th century. And where are we at in Afghanistan? 7 years and the Taliban is still able to take over fucking villages? And whole districts of the fucking country? What exactly are we winning? Well, it's a good thing your new future president, whether it's McJackass or Abomination, as somebody has called him, both of them want to increase our commitment of troops in Afghanistan, as though we're not stretched thin enough. So, congratulations, all you sheep who are going to vote for one of those assholes, because more troops, more war, gung-ho. I do have one bit of good news, and something that I'd like to say to the Irish. God bless you, Ireland. The EU Treaty of Lisbon was given short shrift by the Irish when they voted no on it. Now there's a big political crisis in the European Union, and I say, congratulations, Ireland. You know, if I was a drinker, I'd be drinking right now and making a big fat toast to Ireland for giving the finger to the European Union by voting no on the Treaty of Lisbon. Let's hope some other countries decide to take their own fate into their hands, like Ireland has. God bless you, Ireland. Thank you. Good night.